everyone. This is Mariah, also known as Mariah Amazing.
And Yuna.
Hey, Yuna. And this is Melanin Voices. And we are getting started, you guys. So, basically, if you guys hear a little bit of, I guess, something in the background, like a fan, it's not a fan, y'all. It's hella windy out here in Denver. And my window is closed, and the wind is still making its presence known. So, if you guys hear that, don't be alarmed. That is the wind. But yeah. So let's just hop into Melanin Media. So I wanted to address, first of all, remember that video that you seen, Yuna, about that black guy kicking in the window? When he heard, well, he was reacting to, I guess it looked like a white male. I don't know if it's white male or female. I'm assuming it was white male. Had called him the N-word, called him nigga.
Yes. So, if y'all haven't seen that video, you can look it up on YouTube. But it was pretty crazy, and to me, it made me think about the N-word in general. I know a lot of people who use it like on a day-to-day basis, and it doesn't bother me, but I know that there are people that it does bother. So I think that people should just start to be accountable, I guess, or be more sensitive to saying the word. I know originally it wasn't like a negative thing. The word was originally Niger, and it was just a descriptive word. It was Latin for black. Now you know it's Hispanic for black. So then when the slave trade began, they started using it to, I guess, demean black people. So that's how it kind of got the negative connotation behind it. So, I mean, it came from a very negative place. And I personally think anybody who is not black, who shouldn't use it. Some people feel like, other minorities like Hispanics or even Asians, is okay to use it. I just think that you should be sensitive when you bring it up.
I agree. I think if you're not black, you shouldn't be using it, period. Just because there's a lot of derogatory terms that have stemmed from horrible acts that have been done against those minorities you just brought up, and other minorities too that you didn't mention. And like bad things have been brought up against them, and words were used to kind of demean them, and we don't bring those up to them. And I guess it stems from like the music and how we have like flipped the word and made it quote unquote cool, if you want to say. I hate to use that term, but that's the only word that comes to mind. Mm-hmm. But no.
Yeah, I think that's true. Like NWA or Richard Pryor kind of made the word like you said, cool, or flipped it and was like, you know what, I'm gonna make it my own, and I'm gonna say it, and it's kind of like a term of endearment now.
Right, or like a cool thing to say in, hip hop or whatever the thing is. But I just think that the historical piece to it, I just think that if you're non-black, you shouldn't say it. And I don't think it's that hard to understand. Just don't say it. Period.
I agree.
But yeah, that was my whole take on it. And wanted to also address Rick Ross going into the hospital. Did you see that, Yuna?
I heard about that. Some people were saying that he died, and nah, y'all, he's not dead.
Whoa, who said he died?
People on social media were saying that he died and saying that he was on life support, but none of that stuff is true.
Wasn't he on life support though?
From what I understood, he was not. They just say he caught a heart attack. He had a heart attack.
Yeah, I think he went into cardiac arrest, and he had to. I think he was tied up to some machines though to help him like be stabilized.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that was life support, but I don't know. But he definitely hasn't died. But he is obviously in serious condition, from what I know from it. So, sending well wishes to him. Hopefully, he is in good spirits and gets better soon, so he doesn't have to be in the hospital any longer. But yeah, that's the extent of what I know from it. Definitely. So sending good vibes towards him. Yes. And but yeah, so this weekend was the Oscars 2018, and I think one of my favorite looks was Tiffany Haddish, because she's Eritrean. Her dad was anyways, and he passed I think last year, like a little bit after she first met him. And so I think one of the things that she said to him was that when she ever made it, she would definitely pay homage to her people and show it big to the Oscars. And she did. She wore like a traditional garb, like a dress and like set their chin and like really made it known that she was Eritrean. So I think that was really sweet of her to do, and that was one of my favorite looks of Oscars 2018 because of that.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even.
Did you see any looks for the Oscars this year, or did you kind of like you wasn't even?
See, what had happened was I was at work yesterday till like 10 p.m. So I didn't get to see the Oscars at all. I didn't get to see none of the looks. So I'll be on Instagram looking for it.
She was getting them coins, y'all. She was getting them coins.
Man, what? That coins for real, not even them dollars. You're getting coins.
Shut up. No. But yeah, that was my favorite one. I mean, everybody else looked pretty good too, but I think the women from Black Panther, like Lupita, looked really good. She looked really good, as usual.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Oh, I'm living for them. Have you seen the video with them and the girl who played Issa Rae's best friend?
What movie?
I'm sorry, Insecure.
Oh, okay.
Insecure.
I was gonna say Molly. Don't even let me say Molly. I was gonna say I know you're talking about, and I don't know why it's not coming to mind because I love her. It's just not coming to mind right now.
Yes,
I don't know, but they got a lot of events together, so I don't know which one.
I can't think of her name right now. We're at dinner or something, and they were just. Have you seen it on Instagram? Girl, they was at a restaurant and they was just living their best life, man.
Per usual. Yep. Per usual.
Yes.
Name is Yvonne Orji.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, Yvonne Orji. Yeah, they look.
She's really funny. I watched her talking.
But no, that was the extent of what I've seen. But I know that Jordan Peele won an award at the Oscars this past weekend, and so that was really nice. You hear about that too?
That he won an Oscar?
Yeah.
I heard about it when you said it. I haven't heard of. No, I think I heard about a basketball player winning an Oscar for writing a children's book.
Really? Do you know who you said won for writing a children's book?
Y'all, I'm sorry, I don't. Somebody told me, but it wasn't like a thing for me, so I just kind of like let it go.
You let it go over your head.
Yes.
Speaking of going over your head, just kidding. No. DJ Khaled just released a song. I think it was last weekend. With him, Beyonce, Future, and Jay-Z, and it's called Top Off. And of course, I skipped to Beyonce's part because, I mean, you know,
why not?
But it was a really great song. Actually, she was rapping in the song, so I was like, and she rapped pretty well. So I was like, okay, Beyonce's my favorite rapper now.
Okay. The other part, I was just like, okay, I ain't really feeling it, but her part was.
See, it was pretty dope. I liked it anyways, and I'm not being biased. She actually was pretty good. Like, she wasn't no trash rap. It was actually really good.
Yeah, she's dope.
Okay, you guys. So if you know Alex Elle, she's a poet on. I said poet on. She's just a poet, and if I'm just gonna say, if you follow her on any social media platform, like Instagram, Twitter, I believe she had a Tumblr. I don't have Tumblr, but I believe she had one. Anyways, she's a really great poet, and she has a lot of great poetry, but she also like has a lot of great questions to make you self-reflect. And, you know, just kind of get down to the nitty-gritty of self-love. And so I wanted to bring about the question she was asking her following to ask themselves about self-love and how they can love themselves better and kind of why they need to love themselves better. And so that was kind of the basis of this week's episode. And the first question that she asked was, what am I shedding and why? So basically, what are you getting rid of out of your life to better yourself, and why are you getting rid of that one thing or multiple things, I guess, if you have more things that you need to get rid of, and why are you shedding that and why? Or why do you feel you need to and why? Want to go first, Sheena?
Sure. So I am shedding negative thoughts, negative people, and hopefully pounds. Hey,
hey, for what though? It was good, y'all. I don't know why she didn't shed any pounds, but okay.
I'm trying to shed pounds. I'm trying to, tone up a little bit.
Okay, that's fair. If you're trying to tone up, that's fair. But she looks good, y'all. But I can agree to the negative people and negative thoughts because I feel like as pleasers, because we talked about that last episode, me and you know, pleasers. As pleasers, we have a lot of like negative self thoughts about like we could have done more for other people, or we could have done more for ourselves, or whatever the case may be. So I'm trying to shed those negative thoughts and kind of bring in more positive stuff. Like, you did this is great. So kind of accomplish and think about that versus, oh, I should have did better. I should have done more. You know what I mean? So that's the one.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that you say that because it's like us as human beings or us as pleasers or us as women, we spend a lot of time kind of focusing on the negative aspect more than positive. Like if you ever notice that somebody does something negative to you, you'll spend a lot of time like bashing them or talking about, thinking about it. But if they turn around and do something good, you're like, okay, thanks, and like that's kind of it. So
yeah, I do
definitely
too.
agree.
Plus, I want to shed. Why am I shedding that? I guess the answer to that question was why. Why am I shedding negative self-thoughts? Because first of all, it's really harmful for sure, because then that's all you're focusing on. So you can't really get past that, and you're not able to grow as a person. So I think that's why I'm going to be shedding that.
Yeah, it's draining too.
It is. No one's thinking about that all the time.
Once you bring in more positivity, you just feel lighter, like more ready.
More ready for that world. Move on. I'm going to skip that question because I feel like the next question we had was kind of like talking about what we just talked about, so I'm not going to talk about it. Yeah, I'm not going to just skip that question.
Okay.
So I'm going to skip on to the next question, to what I want to talk about was, how has your self-love grown in recent years? So have you seen that shift of your self-love? Has it grown? I guess in this case, if it hasn't grown, why is that? But I would say it has grown for me, because prior to a few years ago, I would say prior to the end of college, well, even now, like I've seen the shift from the end of college to now. I would say prior to that, though, it was not bad, my self-love, but it wasn't as good as it could be. I was definitely having negative thoughts of things, what I could have done better, what I should have done better, and now I'm just like, you did okay, you did all right. I mean, you can improve, but you did okay. And then as far as like treating myself, like I used to be back in the day, I would feel bad if I like bought anything for myself or like did anything for myself. I didn't feel I deserved it, and now I do. So I try to, make myself feel like it's okay to, treat yourself here and there.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That's one of my. It's gonna tie into one of the other questions that you have, the treating yourself part. So I'm gonna get back to that one. But for me, how has my self-love grown in recent years? I would probably say again, letting go of friends, and not like I don't need nobody, but sometimes you let people in your life who aren't necessarily good for you, and they can kind of bring you down. Like maybe that's not their intention, but if they always have something negative going on in their life, it kind of drains you. Or if they're always, for instance, I had a friend who was like just like me, so I got to see myself in a mirror, and it was like if you have someone who's always questioning people's motives and who always has something negative to say, it's like you become that person, or you become more of that person. And so had to let that friendship go. It was sad, but friends come and go. And I practice self-care more, so I spend a lot more time doing my hair, and also eating better is very important. When you eat really heavy all the time, your body like slows down and feels sluggish. But if you eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit, you'll have high energy and you'll feel better too. And also, I like to sit outside, like when it's sunny outside, to get them vitamin D rays up in me. And also, I do yoga. Yes, it's awesome. I do hot yoga, so the room's like most of the time the room's like 95 degrees. So the whole time you're like drenched in sweat, but it's like real good for your body and your mind.
But yeah, Gina was touching on those subjects of what are like 3 forms of self-love you can like implement soon. That was what you were talking about too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for my 3 forms, I agree with the healthy eating. Like I've noticed that I haven't given up meat completely, but I have cut back a lot on meat. I don't eat pork at all. In the past, like I want to say 5 years or so, I don't, I try not to eat a lot of beef, and I'm trying to eliminate chicken as well. But it's obviously a step in the right direction. So I'm like trying to eat more plant-based products. So if I do get a burger, I'll get like a veggie burger. And then like if I do eat meat that week, I'll try to eat meat only like twice a week. So I'm trying to like cut down completely, but this is like my step in doing so. I can't like go cold turkey like some people, but I am like starting to have a more healthier diet. I do understand the effects of it in the long run. Like Una was just saying, you just feel better. And another thing of self-love is I'm going to start implementing this, is like getting like facials and massages, because find that when I do get massages, I haven't gotten a facial yet, but I did like pay for one. I just have to book it. When I do get massages, I just feel better. I feel louder, and I just feel good. And like Una was saying, working out, I guess I'll just pair that with eating healthy so I can name another one. But working out and being fit is really cool too, because like she was saying, you feel lighter, but you also just feel like you have like another like a burst of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I want to look nice. Well, I do. I'll speak for myself. So I feel like that's a way in doing so. Eating good is like 80% of it, and the other 20% is obviously being active.
Yes.
But yeah, just the last one would just be being good to myself, being nicer to myself with kind words, and just being nice to other people too. Good
Being
karma.
nice to yourself is super important. It sounds like a cliche, but it's really important.
No, it
for
is.
real.
It's very important.
So you need to look in the mirror sometimes and actually like look into your soul and say something nice to yourself. It's important. It'll make a
really
huge
big
change.
shift. But yeah, that was pretty much what I wanted to talk about this week. I just wanted to like kind of like stop, take a breather, because like with everything like coming up, I feel like I've been like on the go lately, and I haven't like stopped to like smell the road, this kind of thing. I've just been on the go, 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 go. And like, you ever have like a weekend where you're like doing so much, and then when Monday for some people, like other days of the week for other people, we all have different work schedules. But when the day rolls around, you're like, damn, I got work. Like, I didn't even enjoy my day off.
Yes, it's like you off, and it's like, dang, I just went to work yesterday, and when you really went to work like 2 days ago, but you just running.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. Exactly. Yeah. So, what do you think that you need to implement soon, as far as like more self love? What do you think that you could do more of?
I just named it.
Oh.
No. Just continue. I guess I didn't name it. I just said, I guess I'll continue doing that. I'll continue being healthy.
Okay.
I'll continue exercising, continue being nice to myself. But I guess starting to implement it like right away, is I mentioned how I didn't get facials, but I really always wanted to. So I just need to book it. And so I'll go ahead and book it. And get that done, because I've always wanted to do it, but I just never did. And it's like, why? Because I feel like I didn't deserve it, or whatever the case may have been. So I want to do that very soon. I guess another thing is that I'll start doing soon is not apologizing for treating myself, because I'll tell them like, oh, I'm so sorry that I, wasn't able to make it because I had to do this. But I'm like, I was doing something for myself. Like, I wasn't like blowing somebody off because I just genuinely didn't want to be there. It was more so like I couldn't be there because like myself is more important. I know that sounds selfish, but I really feel like you have to like run from a full cup. I can't make it to whatever because I been on the go, 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 go. So if I come, I'm going to be cranky. You don't want that energy around you. I need to relax. I need to rest.
That's good. That's a good analogy to use. You can't pour into somebody if you're empty. Or if you do pour into them, it's going to be some black stuff coming out. It's not going to be no purified water. If that makes sense.
No, it makes a lot of sense. What are you going to do? I know we named like a lot of people are like, damn, they're going to the same question. But no, seriously, like what are some 3 things you're going to do like soon by like the next month or so soon to like implement more self-love?
Okay. So I need to read more. I have 2 books that I'm reading right now, and I haven't picked up one of them in a couple weeks. So I need to read more just so I can build up my vocabulary and improve my focus and positive visualization. So this morning when I was at yoga, I was feeling so like defeated. I don't know if you've ever worked out and you just get to that point like you just can't do no more. You can, but your mind is telling you can't. I just visualize positive things. I'm not going to tell you what I visualize because you're going to laugh at me. But and laughing more. Definitely.
I low-key want to see what the hell you talking about. I'm talking about I'm gonna laugh at you.
So there was like a speck of, it was like a black speck on the floor, and I just visualized it being a ladybug and it saying like, "Hey, Yuna," like with a smiley face, and it just made me smile. It was kind of funny to me.
It's cute though.
Jack off.
Well, I can't physically do that. But yeah, no. That is really cute though, because that also goes into what we were saying, like making yourself feel better, like and laughing more. You laughed.
Yeah,
right.
I was in there smiling.
You laughed at it.
The yoga instructor was probably like, "What is this? What's so amusing?" But I was like,
what's so funny?"
Yeah.
No, but that's actually really cool because you're actually implementing exactly what you were saying you wanted to do. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. I just thought it was funny because you was like, "You're gonna laugh at me," and then that's exactly what I did. So, but it was funny. It was funny. Damn,
everybody,
you got to laugh
at me. Wait, what you say?
I said it was funny. You got to laugh. Why can't I laugh?
You can have that. It's okay. I'll share a laugh with you. That's fine.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, no. That's all we had to talk about this with you guys. We just wanted to like let everybody stop and ask those questions to yourself. The first question being, what me and Yuna had spoke about. What was our first question? Oh yes, our first question was, what am I shedding and why? So what are you going to get rid of and why? And how has your self-love grown in the recent years? Like, how have you noticed it change? And what are 3 forms of self-love that you can start implementing very soon? Like right now, today, tomorrow, kind of soon. So yeah, just stop and think about those questions. Ask yourself. And I guess I'll get into Snapchat and Instagram combos. I actually went back to Snapchat, you guys. I know y'all been like, this girl has not. I know. I just love Instagram so much. But I went back to Snapchat because I'm like, that's my first love. Like, that's where I was getting the love at in the beginning. So I need to go back. But yeah, so for Snapchat, I asked those questions, and my question was, what are some ways your self-love has grown over the years? And Claudia, and if you have followed us, you know exactly who Claudia's Snapchat username is. But it's Claudie J, CLAUDIEJ. And she said, setting boundaries. That has been big for her self-love in these recent years. Like, her setting boundaries has like played a huge role in her self-love. And Amana from Snapchat said, I started becoming more aware of my body and what I put into it. Did we talk about that too? That's crazy. Changing my diet was huge and starting to really love myself, which didn't happen until last year. Always working on being more confident in myself and abilities. Currently working on accepting that some days I may not be 100%, but that's okay, and it shouldn't sink that ship. Solitude, listening to myself, and following my tuition. And hugs. LOL. Hugging myself is so healing. And even saying out loud, I love you, Amana. Especially after acknowledging the good things I've done for myself.
That's so beautiful.
Isn't that great?
That was awesome.
That was awesome. I was like, hugging yourself. I was like, I need to start doing that. Like, who just hugs themselves and say, I love you to yourself?
Nobody does it. Not enough people do it, probably. I'm going to say that.
Not enough. Exactly. That's the answer to it. But I did get one response from Instagram. I feel like Instagram are people that are more so poly based. They just want to click something, so instant gratification. Whereas Snapchat, you have to like stop and like actually reply. But anyways, Jasmine Marie Mitchell on Instagram. I love this girl actually. She actually wrote in and said, in the past recent years, my self-love has grown tremendously. Not too long ago, I took what was given for me for men. They weren't able to walk all over me, but definitely got away with shit they never should have. Now I'm a no-nonsense woman. 1 strike and you're out. I'm way to be fine to be dealing with some bullshit. He said.
I'm too fine for this bullshit.
Okay, Yuna. She said 3 things she's going to start implementing soon is 1, watch what goes into her body. She's cut out meat entirely out of her diet. We just talked about that. It's insane how everything's just aligning with everything. 2, I'm staying active. And 3, abstaining from sex. In return, I get a clearer mind. I'm more focused, and I'm able to worry about me and only me. No time for distractions like pointless sex. well, meaningless. That's what she said. I agree with the. Remember what she said the diet. We literally just talked about diet and not dealing with no bullshit. Either whether it be from friends like you were mentioning or just in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I feel like that's crazy how everything was aligning with everybody's answers was kind of like syncing up together.
Yeah, we own, girl.
We're a bunch of like-minded individuals up in this
Yes,
beach. Snaps. But yeah, shout out to Alex L, the poet, for actually having those questions so we could even have a discussion about them. And yeah, that's it for Snapchat, Instagram convo. As far as Black business, I wanted to shout out Jelon Reed. He's a Black barber out here in Colorado. And if you want to follow him on Instagram to like see his work before you go to him, his Instagram name is barber, as in BARBR _ Jah JH. And yeah, that's exactly what his not Snapchat. I said Snapchat. That's what his Instagram name is. So if you wanted to go there and see what he's working with and then book an appointment, definitely it's pretty affordable. He does do kids hair as well. So hit him up, you guys. Did you have a Black business you want to share, Una? Nope. Well, next week she has, not New Orleans, Louisiana in general, but Baton Rouge has a lot of Black businesses. So I'm sure next week she's gonna have some.
Yeah, I do. I just don't want to say them wrong, so I'm gonna just wait.
She's gonna wait. But if you guys want to be on the show, if you have a Black business, you want us to promote you or share your work, let us know. Or if you know somebody else who has something that they want to promote or share with, let us know, and we can definitely get them on the show. So thank you guys for tuning in this week. Do you have any last minute words you want to say, Una?
Yes. I have been watching Girl Boss on Netflix. Have you seen it?
What? Girl, never even heard of it. What is it about?
Oh my God. Okay, have you ever heard of the clothing line or wholesaler Nasty Gal?
Duh, yeah.
Oh, I'm like, hello? So the owner, Sophia, she wrote a book and they turned the book into like a Netflix series, and I think it is awesome. It's only one season, but it speaks to like a lot of young girls or even guys who feel like, man, this adult life shit is whack and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I think you should definitely check it out, and we can talk about it next week if you go watch it. If you have time to, because I know you're a busy woman.
Very funny. It's like, no, I'm ain't gonna lie. But yes, I'm gonna definitely go ahead and check it out, see what that's about, because I actually love Nasty Gal. So I'm definitely gonna have to check that out.
And we might as well talk about Black Mirror too.
Oh yeah, I love Black Mirror. So we're gonna talk about a couple episodes or something. We can definitely talk.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, I think we're all good to go. And yeah, I don't know. That's it for this episode, you guys.
See you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.